defied multiple summons to withdraw from the Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Akran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data. We shall beat the Hive scum to your target. Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
Trigon encounter.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Tunnel beast tries to halt us. Cut through it.
Here it comes. Hold formation and advance. Reposition quickly and stay together. Hurry! Close those gaps. Tyranid organism destroyed. The Trigon seeks us from below.
Head the rock down.
Rearming walking. Reposition quickly and stay together. For the Emperor, for the Omnicide. Hurry! Close those gaps! Harness gun available.
This foothold is a bulwark against the burrower.
Relocate runners.
This galaxy is not good. Do not fall to that Trigon abomination. This locus gives us a tactical advantage.
Battlefield sentry. Inserting fresh magazines.
Watch for the beast!
Servo gun is fully operational.
Look! The beast changes its vector. A lift station lies just ahead, Viridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's Keep. We have eyes on the lift platform. Hail, Astartes. I have summoned the transport lift at the request of Lagos Gallium. Remain patient. Transport lift inbound. Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations. This location makes us easy prey. Swap positions. Transport lift status incomprehensible. Begins, ceases. Begins, ceases. Regroup and relocate. Disregard servo scope.
Strike ready to the front. My servo harness gun will handle this.
Lift has arrived. Advance to the lift. Remain in close formation.
Only on this side. Replenishing ordnance. There is no for the Emperor, for the Omnicide. attack. Understood.
For the Emperor!
Servo harness gun available.
Ammunition.
Ignoel welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Something is amiss with this servo skull.
Viridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Place your faith in Magos Gallio, brothers.
A suggestion, abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta-6 if you ever speak to him again.
Nuisance correction requested.
Disembowelment, drowning, dissection. Would you like to hear more?
Critical observation. Servo skull is compromised. Maintain focus on the mission.
Automatic weaponry engaged. Throwing frag. Servo gun is fully operational.
Materials digest your pleasure, bioreactor.
No Trigon shall compromise our objective. Formulating Trigon kill chain tactics.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servant skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
Viridian will remain uncompromised, Magos. For the Emperor, for the Omnicide. Gunstrike ready to deploy. The Xenos falter in the face
This
of
is the
our
wrong
firepower.
path. You must turn back.
Seismic
Borrower incoming! Multiple Xenos encountered.
Astartes, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Find the melter ordnance! Scout for melter charges!
servo gun is fully operational.
Source melter charges without delay.
Inserting fresh magazine.
We must supplement our war gear with melter charges.
Fire gear also available.
Cleanse those Xenos passages.
Magos Gallio, I hereby order you to turn your weapons on each other.
charges.
Enemy heroes inert. Servo harness gun available. Activating tarantula sentry gun.
You are warned of a redundant system gridlocked by bureaucracy and blighted by flesh-based.
Walking melter charge incoming.
Utilize melter tactics to negate Xenos presence. Melter charge deployment approved.
Got the melter charges on top of their moldering passageway.
Gallia knows nothing of the shadow and its myriad secrets. But I
Annihilate Tyranid rally points. On the operation. Utilize melter tactics to negate Xenos presence.
Purify their fetid tunnels with the melter charges.
Got the melter charges on top of their moldering passageways. Melter charge deployment approved. Utilize melter tactics to negate Xenos presence.
passed the correct door. It was behind you, where your course had chosen from.
Don't cleanse those Xenos passages. Xenos rally point eliminated.
Advance towards objective.
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide. Inside the facility, you'll find Mitri, cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the light.
The Tyranids will digest your flesh as biomass.
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
Behold the truth of my faults. I am but a humble brain, patched into a mining facility, and nothing more. What reason exists to pull me from recording biomass coalescence data firsthand? I pose no threat to Gallia or the Imperium, even if I should fall.
Disconnect her synaptic tethers from the facility command terminals. Stand firm. I expect her to route Xenos to assault your locus.
Establish perimeter around console.
Cycling cartridges.
Commencing signal disruption. Commencing signal settlement. For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
The power cell is required to restore energy to the facility. Online.
Leaving a disruption radius.
I beseech you, Galio, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted after the mind probes.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Server gun engaged. Formidable Tyranid organism terminated.
Futile, impotent waste of gene seed. You trifle with the only hope against the hive mind the Imperium has left.
Commencing signal disruption. Leaving a disruption radius. Success! The connection is no more.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hopes.
These tender folds of Astarte's flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools as...
Science fully operational.
Meridian, confirm possession of that quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The asset does not seem to have anything left to see.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian. Targeting requires maintenance. Cycling cartridges. I can restore this sentry to operational status. Server harness gun available. Repurposing battlefield sentry. Inserting fresh magazines. For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
There is no going back, brother.
Atmospheric conditions deteriorating.
Not even this interminable storm dampens our chapter's colors.
Activating Tarantula sentry gun. Rearming walking. No turning back.
No
Understood.
doubt. The Imperium provides.
I cannot land with that borrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrium's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Subject update.
Trigon.
Ammunition here. Equipment found.
Replenishing ordnance. Cycling cartridges. Gun strike ready to deploy. Server gun strike in progress. Server harness gun available. Fresh ammunition deployed. My servo harness gun will handle this. Inserting fresh magazines. Rearming.
Trigon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. The mission is a success, despite the odds.
This errant Magos should receive repercussions for her maladaptive behaviors.
Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.